Stevenson. Guys, this time we're going to UFC 227 in the strawweight division. We have Weili Zhang making her long-awaited UFC debut versus the veteran Danielle Taylor. Very good fight. Very good fight. Basically, pretty much a showcase for Zhang. And a true rarity in that it was actually an exciting Danielle Taylor fight, although mostly because of Zhang. Zhang starts off with throwing some low kicks in the first, and then she really gets going. She just found a way to unleash. She used up so much of her arsenal. She was throwing standing elbows, a lot of side kicks, kicks to the body, leg kicks, using her range excellently. I mean, Zhang was just doing everything right. She was cutting off the cage, which a lot of Taylor's opponents have had a hard time doing. She did that very well and was able to force Taylor to strike with her. Taylor, not without a couple moments of her own throughout the fight. But particularly in the last 10 seconds of the first round, she landed a good right that stunned Zhang. And pretty much that was all Taylor did. She did her usual circling around, dancing around, and would wait for the right opportunity to land a big heavy right. She found a few of them, but they were way too far in between. Too little, not often enough. Basically, described Taylor's game plan. Even when her coaches were telling her, "Hey, start throwing combos. You got to throw more than one punch. You got to throw more than a jab and a cross. You've got to do something else." And she still wouldn't listen. Which, you know what? That's their fault, because they're the ones that made her fight this way anyway. But back to Zhang, man, she just looked really great in this fight. I'm very surprised that she was down on herself after getting the unanimous decision. I thought she did a very excellent job. It's just that, when your opponent's moving away from you the entire fight, it's hard to keep up with them and to make them engage. Things to work on for this fight. Weili Zhang, she's gonna have to look out for that for the counter right, because if Taylor's gonna hit it on her, then other fighters definitely will. Danielle Taylor. You know what, Danielle, if you're watching this, you need to go watch Invicta FC 30. Go watch Alicia Zapatella's fight, because that's how someone who's 5'0" needs to fight a taller opponent. You're not going to be a good outfighter. You're not going to win fights trying to fight on the outside at the end of your opponent's range if they're taller and have a longer range and know how to use it. You're just not. You need to get inside and you need to throw. That's what Alicia Zapatella did right in her fight against Julian DeCourcy, and that's what Danielle Taylor has not been doing in her last several fights. And that's why she's 2-3 now in the octagon, because she's a 5'0" fighter going up against taller, longer opponents, thinking that she's just going to be able to, wait for the right counter opportunities and land. But she's not powerful. She's not big enough, and she's not powerful enough to get those opportunities in the UFC strawweight division. She's just going to have to completely change up her style if she wants to start winning. Matches to make. Zhang, give her someone in the 12 to 15 range. Yeah, she just made her UFC debut, but she's that good enough that they need to give her some ranked opponents early. So start off, a little small in the 12 to 15 range. Matches to make for Danielle Taylor. Bye. Go back to King of the Cage and work on everything that you need to work on, which was immediately apparent in this fight and in your fight against J.J. Aldrich before this. Don't send her to Invicta. I don't want her stinking up Invicta cards. That's harsh, I know, but her style is boring. She prefers to just circle around most 90% of the fight. I don't want to see it anymore, and I don't want to see it in Invicta either. So, to recap it, beautiful performance by Weili Zhang. Excellent use of her entire arsenal. Excellent use of the cage in cutting off, the angles and cutting off the cage. Just excellent use of timing and distance. Just all around excellent overall performance by Weili Zhang. I want to go over the stats for this fight because I thought they were particularly telling and really should emphasize what Danielle Taylor was doing wrong. Okay, head strikes. Taylor 23, Zhang 41. That's practically double. Body strikes. Taylor 9, Zhang 18. Literally double. Leg strikes. Taylor 4, Zhang 35. That's almost 10 times as many for Zhang. Obviously, Taylor is not fighting the way that she needs to be fighting. Someone needs to tell her that you're 5'0", and you're fighting against people that are several inches taller than you. You're not an outfighter. Time to get in on the inside and start throwing bombs. Other than that, that's pretty much all I got. Guys, let me know what you thought about the fight in the comments below. I thought it was pretty good. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, please. And what are you waiting for? Subscribe to WMMA Scene Now, the fastest growing and the best women's mixed martial arts platform on YouTube. Guys, have a nice night.